Welcome back to another episode of Filipino Time. Today we will be unboxing the Seiko SPB385J1, the Save the Ocean GMT MM200 to celebrate 110 years of watchmaking. Once again, Seiko uses their presentation box for special limited edition pieces, just like the Shuiro King Samurai we unboxed a few episodes ago. So we pull out the sleeve, being a Seiko Prospex model. Once again shown on the inside, but now saying it's a limited edition. We have the papers, and there you go. The Save the Ocean MM200 GMT SPB385J1. So included we have this cross-threaded NATO strap by Seiko. On the tags we have the reference number with the movement, and once again 110 years of watchmaking. Now we got most of the plastic off. Quickly for the dimensions, it's 42 millimeters in diameter, around 13 millimeters thick, and has a 20 millimeter lug width for the strap. So right off the bat, I believe this iteration of the MM200 looks the closest to an actual Marine Master 300, especially when you compare it to the first few releases of the SPB series, which were immediately referred to as the MM200s. I think it has something to do with the proportions of the watch, with a smaller looking dial and a thicker bezel insert, as compared to older SPB models that had larger looking dials and slimmer bezels. You also have a handset that looks more similar to that of an MM300, although you do have an additional arrow hand in blue right here because it's a GMT. So I do find it unique that Seiko decided to offer this type of MM200 along with the 381 and 383 as a GMT. Seiko has notably been really active with producing GMTs lately, with the Solar Sumo GMTs and 5KX GMTs. As for GMT Marine Masters, I do believe the other option you would have would be the MM600 Spring Drive GMT. So Seiko decided to pursue using a theme of colder waters for the series of the Save the Ocean releases, notably with the lighter accents of blue on the dial with the icy texture you can see over there, along with the baby blue dot on the second hand right here, all of which is to be contrasted by both accents of white and darker blue. The chapter ring is actually divided into two, with the upper half having an identical color to the dial, while the lower half is in white. Both sides consist of dark blue numbers and indices. So for the text, you have the Seiko logo on top with the Prospex X right beneath it. You then have GMT in a darker blue at the bottom, followed by the movement highlights of being automatic and having a boastful power reserve of 3 days. Finally, it gives off the water resistance rating of 200 meters. As you can see, the date window is in between 4 and 5 o'clock. The bezel insert is ceramic, which is a nice touch and I do believe should already be made standard nowadays by Seiko, while the crystal is sapphire with an anti-reflective coating. You have Lumibright Lume on the hands, indices, and on the bezel tip, which I'll show by the end of the video. Of course, the case is in stainless steel with a sterile screw-down crown at 4 o'clock. So the bracelet is stainless steel and features a 3-fold clasp with dual push button release and a mini extender. You then have a solid case back that shows the information regarding the piece being a limited edition and limited in quantity, with this particular piece being number 577 out of 4,000 pieces. So once again, this comes with the 6R54 movement, which gives you around 72 hours of power reserve, and as well as manual wind. Now when you set the date, pull out once, and I do believe this is a quick set GMT. So yes, you can actually move the GMT hand independently. To set the date, you just go the other direction. Now for a wrist roll on my 7-inch wrist. Overall, I think this is a pretty neat, pretty cool piece. And I do believe if you're looking for something that closely resembles an automatic MM200, but of course not willing to pay at MM200 prices, then I think this series is what I'd go for. So thanks, and we'll see you next time.